Hi everybody and welcome. Today is going to be kind of like a vlog and I've got my bag here of seeds and I thought I had more seeds than this, but I guess I don't. I have a list on Baker's Creek Seed Company that I would love to be able to get some more stuff from there, but my bill was like $200 and some, included flowers and other veggie seeds and whatnot, but I'm just going to go with what I've got here, and I'm going to show you guys some different things that I've got going on, and hopefully that I can be able to get planted this year, and just try to get a bunch of other things hopefully done and on. I'm going to give you guys an idea of what I'm going to try to do this year and what I'll be starting. It's never too early to actually get excited about what you would like to do, what you want to get planted, what you are hoping to plant. And then of course with us being in Michigan, you either have to go to a greenhouse and purchase the items that you want that had grown there, or you can start them yourself. Now, those that have been following my channel know that I have a grow room that's down in the basement. During the winter months, we try not to grow anything because our electric bill is very high. I've got four 4,000 watt or four 1,000 watt HP lights, and it gets expensive running them. Well, actually, I got 5, but I usually run 4. But I'm not sure which I should go with. And like most of these seeds, especially my flower seeds, I mainly got from like the dollar store when they were on sale. Just to say, you know, some of them else or some other stuff. I wanted to try to get herbs that I'm not necessarily going to grow in the garden, but I thought about getting pots and just growing them along the flower bed I want to put out here from our kitchen area. That's off our patio. I wanted to be able to, I started a bed last year and it's got some perennials that I got from the farm store and I believe Myers, like my foxglove plant and all that. So most of the flowers that I got are mainly just basically stuff that comes back every year. And I've got a lot of zinnias, I see. That's all I'm getting right here right now is the zinnias. I've got quite a few of those. Cilantro. There's some basil. There's some chives. There's some sunflowers. And some more zinnias. So I think I even might have zinnias right here too that that I started last year. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 different zinnias here. And I see like 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 packets that are just basically the rounds. And then I've got 1 packet of more of the fancy. And then I've got 2 packets of ones that have got pink in them. So hopefully if I were to try to plant some of these, they would be able to hopefully grow. Now zinnias, they grow back every year because they reseed themselves. So that's something I'm hoping to do. I think these are even zinnias too, which are multicolors. And then I've got some hollyhocks. colors. I've got 2 different kinds. I've got red and pink, and then I've got black. And this is like a moonflower white. And then we've got some different daisy types. So we've got 2 of those, which I'm going to plant. I've got some poppies, which I like those. If anybody knows, lilies are my favorite. I wanted to try to get into like some of different Facebook pages for seed trading possibly. I know my aunt was in big time with that. And with my ex-husband, I'd actually got a lot of seeds from her, and then when I left, I didn't get a chance to take them. But that's okay. So I've got 2 different types of lavender that I definitely want to try to grow. So that's something that's going to be on the list, lavender. Now, I'm not only growing that for health issues, but I'm growing it too to also put in my soaps for my goat milk soaps, to have fresh lavender or dried lavender even in the bath bombs, so I don't have to keep buying it. I just figured I would grow it. So let me go through this bunch of seeds here and try to kind of do my herbs that I'm going to have here. Now, I'm probably going to start my seeds, which I'll do another video on that. Probably starting in the end of March, or not the end of March, the end of February, the beginning of March, to try to get stuff started, because my grow room, actually, the stuff in there grows pretty quick, because it's got, you know, the right elements of growing. So I've got quite a bit of the same stuff. This is a rosemary. I don't even think I have it. Maybe I do. Thyme, I know I don't have that. I've got just about every seed you could possibly think of, which is good. Some more corn. And then we have a mint. Okay, so let's do my herbs that I actually want to try to do. Now, I'm not sure how many of these of each I'm going to grow. Probably 1 or 2 plants. Maybe I'll do a set of 4, and then I could maybe sell the other 2 or something, or do a row of 8 or something, and then sell the rest too, possibly. But I'm just saying that, you know, like for instance, mint, these grow in like little bushes, and it's a pre-annual, so it will grow back every year if you plant it in a certain place. Now, I could probably plant this down in the garden somewhere and just note where I put it, and it will grow back every year, which on some of the pre-annuals I'll probably do that with. So mint is definitely something we'll put down there. This is good for anything. You put it in salad. You could do a tea with it. So that's definite. We've got dill here. And this is an annual, so of course, if it doesn't reseed itself, you'll have to plant it again. Then we got sage. Sage is a pre-annual, so this is something that will grow back every year. Again, you'd want to put it somewhere where you know it's at, or in a container, so it could just grow back every year. Thyme is a pre-annual, again. And then we got parsley, which is, that says biannual, so this means it will reseed itself. And then I've got lemon balm. I've always liked this. This is a good, you can mix this with the mint for a tea, which would be awesome. And I believe lemon balm, it is a pre-annual. So yeah, I was going to say, I had some at my old place that this came back every year. So that is something that, everything that I show you is definitely something we're going to do. So I had mint, and then I've got a peppermint too, which this is not a pre-annual. It says it's good in containers, but I don't see where it says pre-annual. So this one would probably, I'm thinking it is, but maybe it's not. But that's another one that you could put like in a tea too. Oregon, which is a pre-annual. We've got basil, which is an annual, so you got to have that grow back. You got to plant that every year. We've got chives, which is a pre-annual that comes back every year, so you can put that in your garden somewhere. What I would really like to do, matter of fact, if I could get my husband to build me a raised bed, just another thing to do on his checklist of the million things that we have to do anyways, but just say that we could get him to build a raised bed for me just for my pre-annual herbs, close to the house maybe, or even just down by the garden on this side of it. So when I do go down there, like maybe over by my orchard even, I don't know, but just maybe just like an 8-foot bed or something, and then I could put all my pre-annual herbs in there, which I think would be awesome. We need to tell him, everybody. We need to tell him that I need an 8-foot by 4-foot bed for my pre-annuals. Yeah, let's convince him of that, right? Just another thing that he's got to do. Not that my husband is a hard worker. I mean, I really got to say this. He is a very hard worker. He puts up with a lot of stuff. You know, working long hours at work, having to put up with the people that he works at work, and I'm not going to mention names because we do have a few of his co-workers that watch the video, so I don't want to say anything any more than that, but let's just say that that's what's kind of going on. And I would love for my husband to be able just to take it easy. I would love for us to win the lottery so he wouldn't have to work no more, and he could just be here on the homestead and do what he wants to do here, because you know, all it does is take money, right? Exactly. Okay, so we'll go on to that. So chives, and then we've got rosemary, which is a tender pre-annual. It will grow back, obviously, but then when it comes down to like probably here in Michigan, it might not grow back so well, but I think if I were to put a covering over it before first frost or something, we might be able to be okay. Then we got cilantro, which is an annual, so this is not something that's going to grow back. I did the chives. I think I did the basil. Yeah, I think I did basil because that's an annual too. Did we do the parsley? I think we did do parsley, yeah, because that's a biannual. We did the thyme. That's a pre-annual. We did the Oregon. So that was all the seeds. Now, for my asparagus bed, I'm going to plant every asparagus seed that I had. Now, last year I did the same thing, and it took almost 2.5 weeks for them to sprout, but they sprouted. So I've already got some Mary Washingtons down there that I started from the root. These are pre-annuals, obviously. They come back every year. This says that you can do these, I was going to say, it should say somewhere in here, a couple weeks prior to putting out. Last frost when soil reaches 60 degrees. So yeah, these can't go out till like quite a while, but I'm gonna do every seed that I have. Now I got more seeds. They're in this bag right here, which are open seeds that I've done, which I can't tell you what everything's in here, but you know, I'll obviously use these seeds up first before I open anything else. We've got corn. I've got a big bag of corn. I've got some white corn. I've got cherry tomatoes. I've got a different type of cherry tomato. There's another cherry tomato. I've got some red onions, which I really want to grow these. Hopefully I can get them to grow. I've got cantaloupe, which I've got some open. I've got the midnight asparagus, or sorry, zucchini. I call it midnight, but it's called Black Beauty, but I call it midnight. I think I also got some of that already open. Then we got beef master. Got some watermelon. Got some cucumbers. Got some okra. And then all this right here is my open stuff. Now we could dig in there and try to see, but I don't know if I will be able to get it all and have it all open per se. Now, like I said, I want to be able to do the flowers. I want to do an herb bed, which I think would be pretty nice. I want to do a decent sized garden this year because I want to try to preserve all that I can possibly preserve. Yeah, see, I've got the beets. I love beets. We got okra. There's some cantaloupe, it looks like. No, that's pumpkin. So pumpkin's good for goats and not just used for pumpkin pie, but for goats. And this right here is the asparagus that I used. There's a watermelon. Here's a red. This is supposed to be a tricolor, so I'll try these again. Cucumbers, crooked neck squash, cantaloupe, some more tomatoes. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like spaghetti squash. Cabbage. I think this is cauliflower, and some cauliflower. So I'm definitely going to try to do all these again. Plant a couple plants of each, and hopefully they'll grow. And then we can plant them down in the garden. But I am super excited to try to get what I can get started when I can. So hopefully we can do this together. And hopefully maybe you can be planting, even if you're in a small apartment or something. You can get you just a few things. You can do a container tomato, and you can even do a container cucumber plant. Anything like that, that even if you have a balcony or a patio, you can put a couple pots out there and grow your own things. It's very nice to have fresh foods. And our plans are to also do some more meat chickens. And hopefully our turkeys our breeding pair will actually breed this year and hatch out some chicks, some little turkey chicks. So we can have those, because that was our plan, to have a breeding pair and then use the offspring for meat. Because I can only eat chicken, turkey, fish, grass-fed beef, which we can't afford it, and actually finding it is hard too. And if we did find it, we couldn't afford it anyways. So we want to do that. I can eat deer. It doesn't bother me, even though I know that they eat grass, or not grass, but grains out of farmers' fields. But I for some reason, they don't bother me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are planning to plant seeds this year or start, let me know. If you're planning just to buy plants, let me know that too. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. I want everybody to stay safe. Thank you for subscribing if you're new. If you're new and just coming on, please consider subscribing. Help us grow here. I've been sitting right around about 1,500 subscribers. I've been doing this for a few years yet now. I think three or four, I can't remember. But I've slowly grown. We're a all-around type channel. We're not just about animals, but we're not just about growing your own food. We are as truthful and upfront as you can possibly get. We don't edit any of our videos. What you see is what you get. That's just the way that we are. We're straightforward and honest, and I just hope that you guys enjoy every video that we do. And if there's certain videos you're looking forward for us to do, just say it. But right now here in Michigan, we are in the midst of winter, and it's kind of hard to do any like demolition or anything outside, which we're planning to do this year. So you'll have to look forward to that. We've got a lot on our plates this year to try to get done, and I hope you guys will join us with every video that will be posted. So thank you again. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the family, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. God bless.